Hello, everyone. My name is Dawn, and welcome to today's Soulful Voices Circle Daily Oracle card reading. Once again, if you are new to our circle, I welcome you with love. So, today I was thinking, what is it that we need to see today? And in deciding to ask that question, I thought it would be a good idea to ask the wisdom of the hidden realms to join us in this reading today. We have used this deck frequently. And just so you know, I do plan to expand into another deck this week, probably. I will start to again, use a couple of different decks just to give us a little bit of variety and to see what other oracle messages we need to receive. So, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. For some reason lately, I have been very um, pulled by this deck to continue to pull different messages for us as well as for myself. So that is why, if you see this deck frequently, that is the reason. So, what is it that we need to see today? That's the question we are going to ask. And this is always in order to be in alignment with our highest good. Okay, so if you want to take a moment to close your eyes and take a deep breath. And once again, I will invite the angels and guides to surround us with their wisdom, their guidance. I ask the divine light to surround us with a golden light of protection and to protect us from any lower energies or entities trying to interfere with the messages that we receive today. Today I am going to request that a shield of mirrors be encircled around us so that any lower energy that tries to come our way will be reflected back to those who try to bring that energy to us. I'm asking this to be invoked as a special protection for us today because I feel that it is very possible that there may be outside influences that will try to undermine us. And we want those influences to be able to see what it is that they are projecting toward us. So I ask the oracle, the spirit of this oracle, to come forward at this time. And I thank all of our angels and guides that are with us in this reading for giving us messages of divine love and guidance. So I'm going to open my eyes right now and I am going to again read from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I am going to choose a card, and as you listen to this card reading, drop into your heart. See what it is that you feel happening in your heart as you receive this message. I think it's really important for us to really begin to drop more and more into our heart space. And it is within that space that we will really begin to connect with our soul. We all have days when we feel more connected with our soul than others. And so it's a good practice to, on days when you might be feeling less connected with your soul, to drop into your heart space. You could just put your hands on your heart or just think about the energy that's coming from your heart as you listen in. Okay, so let's see what card we're going to pull today. Okay, this is the card. It is the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. And it's in the challenge position. And it says selflessness, humility, conscious action. Okay? So, again, number 2 in the wisdom of the hidden realms, and the question we asked is, what do we need to see today? Okay, in order to be in alignment with our highest good. And the High Lord of Gratitude and Service is here with a challenge for us. So, number 2 in the deck. When the High Lord of Gratitude and Service comes to challenge you, he signals a time for deep self inventory. Ask yourself if your desires are driving you to become more self serving. Have you forgotten to help others? Are you so focused on arriving at your goal or destination that you've become isolated from the ones who care for you? Do your ambitions relate to making yourself special, apart from others, or better than they are? Have you become competitive, envious, or driven? The High Lord of Gratitude and Service challenges you to accept a gentle gift in the form of a new perception of wealth and ambition. There is an ancient saying scrawled on an old stone wall: true ambition is not what you believe it to be. No focus on winning a jeweled prize, no amount of pomp and circumstance will achieve true prosperity. True ambition is the deep desire to live usefully and walk humbly under the grace of the divine in service to all. You can also apply this to relationships. The impulse to have your own way or control how things will be serves only to push away the one you love. It creates an energy block that repels your desired outcome so that it's far out of reach. Let go and let the divine lead you to the highest outcome. In a tiny, still moment of surrender, miracles are born. When you shift your perception in alignment with this High Lord, success will indeed be yours. A few very important points with this card today. First of all, when we ask, what is it that we need to see today, right? What the oracle is saying is you need to see yourself, right? And this is very interesting. I was called during the beginning of this reading when I was asking for the guides and angels to surround us with that mirror of reflection, to reflect back to people what it is that they're projecting. So that message also applies to us. What are we projecting to people that we need to take a self inventory of, right? So, this is a card of going in deeply. That's one message, and we'll go back to that in a moment. The other message is one of gratitude, right? To be grateful, and it's one of surrender. So, there are several messages, included in here. So, what is it that we need to ask ourselves? Have we been looking? Have we been driving toward a certain goal with an impure motivation? In order to be in alignment with our highest good, what the oracle is saying to us is that your goals should be not just how you can serve yourself, not just how you can better yourself, not just how you can get more money and improve your life, but how can you serve others? Now, this is not to say that you're required to share every single thing that you have with other people, or that all of your energy needs to be poured into other people. In fact, no, there needs to be a balance, right? Always we want to find that center ground, that balance in our life. Yes, we need to incorporate boundaries with certain things. However, what is our intention? As we are acquiring all these things, knowledge, money, possessions, all that kind of stuff. What is our ultimate goal? Are we doing it with the intention of somehow serving others for the highest good, right? If we decide to create something, an invention, let's say you're somebody who is into engineering and you invent something, is that invention being invented just so you can make money, or is that invention being created so that you can actually do something to better the lives of other people? And are you sure that what you think is bettering the lives of other people is actually bettering the lives of other people, or is it a facade so that you can sell it as such? So the idea is, come to the table with pure intention, and come to the table in the spirit of gratitude and service for the highest good of all. And that would include your highest good, as well as the highest good of your loved ones, as well as the highest good of the people you interact with, as well as the highest good for those people who will be recipients of the energy that you are co creating into the world. Okay, so that's a pretty deep message for us. Are you so focused on arriving at your goal or destination that you become isolated from the ones who care for you? So, this is also, it says, do your ambitions relate to making yourself special, apart from others, or better than they are? So, are you trying to be the star of the show? Or are you really trying to do something that will bring love and peace and compassion and joy to other people, right? Are you walking around thinking that everything you say and do is better than the person that you live with, or the people that you live with, or your friends? Or is that the goal so that you can shine, right? So it's really saying, do this self inventory. Look at the areas in our lives that we can change, so to speak, that we can realize that they really might not be for the highest good of all, but they're really just for the highest good of you. And why is that we want to do that, right? Sure, we are individuals, we have free will, we can do whatever the heck we want to do, right? We're not required necessarily to be kind to everybody. But what is it? Why would we want to do this? And even though nobody is saying to you, have to be kind, why is it that as humanity, we want to be kind? Because deep inside of us, we know that we are here to bring love and peace and joy to the world. That is our purpose here. Where our purpose is not just here to serve ourselves. Why would the divine allow us to come down into this world through and act as a vehicle of the divine, only to serve ourselves, right? It doesn't seem like something that is pure and of good intention. It does not seem that that is consistent with what humanity is supposed to be bringing forth, especially at this time. The time now is for us to dig deeply and to sink into the truth of who we are. And we are love. We are love. All of us are love. Some of us have a much harder time expressing that love and showing that love. And sometimes there are individuals who believe that they are doing something in love when in fact they are only doing it to serve their own egos. So if you are acting in love and kindness only to serve your own ego because it brings you some pleasure or some elevation in the view of other people, it makes you feel big inside, then take stock of that and decide how is it that you can change that, right? Because it is hard to receive people who receive that energy from you. they can sense that. They can sense that. And then they don't feel that your service has been pure. So we want to look at what our intentions are, because we are all here trying to make the world a better place. And we all want to bring joy and peace to each other. That is what our hearts really sing out to do. Whether or not you can feel that on a daily basis is a whole other thing. That speaks to the level of work that we need to do on ourselves. Okay, so let's see what else is in here. Um, it says you can also apply this to relationships. The impulse to have your own way or control how things will be serves only to push you away from the one you love. It creates an energy block that repels your desired outcome so that it's far out of reach. Let go and let the divine lead you to the highest outcome. So, once again, this goes to purest intentions in our relationships. Are we being kind to the people that we love because we have our own agenda that we want to serve? Are we going out of our way to you know, um, compliment somebody because we want a compliment back, because we think we're entitled to that? Are we sharing our wealth with people so that people can be obligated to us? Are you trying to control people in that way? Um, are you feeling this sense of entitlement that if you give money to somebody or you help somebody in some way, that they are now required to reciprocate to you? What if they don't? Will you hold that against them? So let's look at these motivations that we have in all of our relationships, and let us try to elevate to the highest potential of who we can be. And that when we act, when we do something for anybody, that we are not expecting something in return, that we are only wanting to give from the goodness of our hearts. This is what pure love is. It's unconditional. It does not expect something in return. Now, that being said, should you be grateful to those who help you? Absolutely. You should show gratitude in the form of a thank you, maybe in the form of a hug, right? It doesn't mean that you have to overextend yourself now to the other person, but it does mean that when the universe brings something to you, that you then filter something out back into the world. Something of pure love and pure light, pure energy of the divine. And that is gratitude. That is the granting of gratitude for all that you have, right? Appreciating those moments. And when you are so called to go beyond and to do something extra for the person who may have given you some money or done something nice for you, then that can be an additional show of gratitude. So let us all try to change the energy that we have today and to begin to look at the things we can be truly grateful for and to try to discover what aspect of ourselves can be of true service to people for the highest good of all. So, this message is very deep. I could probably keep talking, but I'm sure by now you're probably tired of listening to me talking. I would love to hear from you so that you can tell me your thoughts on the card. What does the card mean for you? Was there something that I missed in the reading that you would like me to expand upon? This is a community, this is a conversation, and I truly look forward to hearing from you. And have a great day, and I'm sending all my love to you. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.